books are my treasure. I read whatever I please. I'm here to tell you the treasure that you need. To learn how to read, you must know what words mean. My friend the princess has stories for you. They're all about words and what they mean. So here's the princess with a story for you. Listen carefully to her, then go get your hooks into books. Oh yeah!
Hi, boys and girls. I am the pirate's friend, the princess. I live in a castle. It is a beautiful place to live. It's in the hills and it has flowers all around it. When I'm at the castle, my favorite place to play is the garden. And that's where I am today. Now, what makes this garden so very special is this mirror, because it is a magic mirror. And when I touch it like that, I can talk to all the boys and girls out in the schools. So when you come to visit me, I will be telling you stories. And my stories are about very important words. These are words that you need to have so that when you talk to people, you can tell them exactly what you mean. They are words that help you when your teachers give instructions so you know exactly what she means. They also help you when people read stories to you from books, or later on when you read the stories yourself. Understand all about the things in the story. These words are magic, just like our mirror. Now we're going to visit for a moment Desmond the dragon. He can remember everything, and he will review for us what we learned in our last episode. Take it away, Desmond.
Let's see if I can breathe a little fire into what we learned last time. We learned that the word same means that things are alike and match. Things can look the same, sound the same, or even taste, feel, and smell the same. We use the word same when we get dressed in the morning. Our socks should be the same. Our shoes should be the same. Sometimes we like to play with or eat the same thing. When we go to school, we learn that words can sound the same. We say they rhyme. The words cat, mat, and hat all sound the same. They rhyme. Some words all start with the same sound. We call them alliteration. Well, our teacher calls them that. We just say they start with the same sound. Later on, we'll use the word same to categorize and do higher level thinking things like compare and contrast and make analogies. Phew, that sounds like a lot of work for a little word like same. Don't want to dragon, so to speak. Back to the princess and the new story.
Okay, now we're ready to learn our new word. Our word today is different. Different means things are not the same. They are not alike. They do not match. They are not the same. Different. If we were going to write the word different, this is how it would look. Different. You'll notice it's a very long word. Let's see how many parts or syllables are in that word. Ready? Ent. Different has 3 parts. Say it with me. Ent. Blend it together. Different. And different means not the same. Something really funny happened to me this morning. I was in a hurry to get here, and look at my shoes. I have my princess shoe on, and then I put on my brother's shoe, and they are not the same. they don't match, they're not alike, they are different. My shoes are different today. Look who just flew in. Here is the pirate's parrot. He is very different from the princess's flamingo. These birds are different. They are not the same. Here are some flowers. All of these flowers are the same because they have green leaves. But they are all different because they each have a different bloom or top. So these flowers are different. They are not the same, they're not alike, they don't match, they are different. The story I'm going to tell you about today takes place during the daytime. It happens first at a little girl's home, then at her school. The character in the story is a little girl called Debbie. And Debbie has a problem. Debbie has to do everything different. She does not want to be the same, alike, or match other people. So let's see what happens to Debbie. And I like to call her Debbie Do It Different, and you'll see why. This is Debbie. Debbie Do It Different. Look, when Debbie got dressed, she decided, I'm going to have part of my hair down and the other part will be up. It will be different. Then she decided to put a striped top on, and her skirt has polka dots. Her top and her skirt are different. She really does like to be different, and that's why her mother calls her Debbie Do It Different. When she came down to breakfast, she took one look at that bowl of Cheerios, and she saw they are all the same. They are alike. They match. They're all brown, and they're all circles. And she says, as she folded her arms, I want to be different. I want to be different. So her mother, who was running late, said, oh, okay, here's some Fruit Loops. They're all different colors and some are all different shapes. You can be different. And Debbie was happy. Now it was time for Debbie to go to school. Her teacher said, today we are all going to make squares and we're going to color them all red. They will all be alike. They will match. They will be the same. But Debbie crossed her arms. She tossed her head. And she said, I want to be different. I want to be different. Say it with me. Say it just like Debbie did. Ready? I want to be different. I want to be different. So Debbie sat there and she drew a circle, colored it blue, and put orange polka dots in it. She made something that was different. The teacher came over and looked, and she said, oh, what am I going to do with Debbie? What did the teacher say? Oh, the little boy with the brown hair got it right. Try it again. The teacher said, what am I going to do with Debbie? That's how her teacher sounded. Now it was time to write some letters. The teacher said, today we're going to work on making A's, capital letter A's. And everyone will make A's. They will be alike, they will match, they will be the same. Well, what do you think Debbie did? Ah, the little girl with the blonde hair got it right. She crossed her arms, she tossed her head, and she said, I want to be different. I want to be different. So Debbie sat there and she made threes, number threes. They were not the same. They didn't match. They weren't alike. They were different. So the teacher comes over and she looks down and she says, What am I going to do with Debbie? What did the teacher say? That's right, you got it right. Now it was time to go outside and play. The teacher said, I want all of you to play on the swings today because they're working on the playground. They're doing something with the flowers and pavement and something else. So we're supposed to just stay on the swings today and do the same thing. So all of the children went to the swings to play, except for who? You got it, for Debbie. So Debbie just crosses her arms, tosses her head, and she says, I want to be different. I want to be different. So Debbie practiced standing on her head. Well, the teacher and the PE coach came over and they both crossed their arms and they both said, what are we going to do with Debbie? What did they say? Very good. You said it just like the teachers did. Well, this was a very smart teacher, and she started thinking. And she said, I know that we don't always want to be the same, to be alike and to match, and sometimes it's fun to be different. So she had an idea, and this is what happened. The teacher went to the store, and she bought some cookies, and she thought they would have them at snack time. Now, these were very special cookies because they were different. One side was vanilla, one side was chocolate. They were not the same. They didn't match. These cookies were different. So she passed the cookies out to all of the children. And she said to Debbie, she said, I know you like to be different, but sometimes we have to learn to be the same. But just for today, I'm going to let you be different and everybody else, and then we'll work on learning to do things that are the same. And Debbie said, okay. She said, really, I just wanted to be different for one day. That's all. So that's how the story ended. But something really funny happened. When the children ate the cookies, and they ate lots of cookies because they all enjoyed being different, and then they smiled at each other, they found out that their teeth looked different, and this is how they looked. So we use magic to get our cookies. We're going to use magic to send those cookies back to the cookie jar. Now, it's time to do our rhyme or rap. So everybody get your fingers ready. We're going to listen for words that are the same and words that are different. Ready? Go. Things can be different, I am told. Food can be hot or food can be cold. Children are short, teachers are tall, blocks are square, and round is the ball. Say it with me one more time. Things can be different, I am told. Food can be hot, food can be cold. Children are short, teachers are tall, blocks are square, and round is the ball. That's the end of our story today. You know the word different. Different means things are not the same. Did you know that in order for a new word to become yours, you must use it 50 times? That's this many times in the classroom. So, teachers, help your children have lots of opportunities to use the word different, and then that word will belong to them. Thank you, and have a great day.
Now the story is over. The princess is through. Take this new word and let it work for you. Find the word in books. Hear the word in stories. You will be amazed. So go get your hooks into books. Oh yeah!